you a beautiful little quick video on where to find Scrib Jelly. So where we are currently is a lady something shelter, and we are in Deshawn, which if you want to know where that is, if you set yourself to Cyrodiil, the middle of the map, it is right over here and right near the public dungeon that everyone and their mom likes to go to get Mother Sorrow. You may ask yourself, well, is this the best place to go? And it is actually the second best place you can go. We're going to talk about this versus this first best place you can go to get Scrib Jelly and talk about the pros and cons of each area, but we're going to try to keep it quick, brief, and to the point. Now you can already see the biggest downfall of this spot is the mobs are not respawning at a quick click. Notice that there is definitely a lot of gaps. There's a lot of distance between you and the mobs, so you'll see that, it's not a quick grind at all, but there is a benefit, and hopefully I can find an example of what the benefit is instead of just orally describing it. You can see I've actually already been through here a little bit. There's a guy kind of running through also, and I tried to cut him off before I started streaming. And see, actually up here you'll see the benefit, and the benefit of this spot is that there are chests here. And the second place we're going to go is actually just to the north in Stonefall. And so what you'll know about the difference between Deshawn and Stonefall is the overworld sets yourself for a lot more, and we're going to get tiddly dick. So it doesn't help us, unfortunately, but there's always a chance that you can get something decent from the overworld set. For example, a Mother Sorrow Inferno staff, which you can get from those, will sell for about 65,000. Of course, the issue with that logic is that we're not here for money, we're here for Scrib Jelly, and there's like 2 of them crawling around on the ground, and that's about it. And let's see, yeah, they're just going to give us crawlers anyhow. So this ain't cutting it, so I'm going to show you where we're going to go next. Keep that in your pocket though if you ever need a place to go. That's the wrong zone. Up here you'll see the Swarm Hive, or Strife Swarm Hive, and it is just below the very first starter area for Davling's Watch. If you ever make an Ebonheart character, you'll pop up right there. Very common place to go. And we're going to also kind of talk briefly about, the recipes that are used for this ingredient. So I'll put those on screen now so you can kind of see why, you may want to watch this, what you may want to look out for, or even if you have a whole bunch of Scrib Jelly, why are people buying it? Because I think that's something that confuses a lot of players, is they see people posting, buying these ingredients at this price, and it's kind of like, well, why do these ingredients have this value? And why do these other ingredients I've been picking up off the ground, why do they not have value? What's the difference? And the difference is these recipes that you'll see on screen. So you can already see off to a flying start with 1 Scrib Jelly just off the cuff. This is definitely the better spot. It also has a lot more resources at it. We're not going to stop at them though, because I want to keep this video short and concise. I'll probably stop at it and find the looting hoe when you guys are off screen. I still want the stuff. I just don't want to, go around and be like, ooh, piece of candy for the next 5-10 minutes. I want to keep it short because it doesn't need to be long. You want the information, you got better things to do, and we're going to move it along. We're also going to see that I am out of inventory space. So that's fine because I have the crafting bag, so I don't need it to pick up the Scrib Jelly. Up we go. Now you may be asking yourself, well, there's really not a whole lot here versus the other area, and you're correct. You might be asking yourself, well, why is this spot better than the other? And you'll see in here in a second that the respawn rate is just absolutely disgustingly quick versus any other spot that I've seen. And so that's what makes it different. Also, picking up all these barrels is really nice too. Obviously, my number one tip for any new ESO player is to pick up everything and anything. It all has value. Everything can be used for something. Pick it all up. If you need to make a guild with your friends, just you can have that 500 guild bank space, go for it, because it is 100% worth it. And so then we come up here, and you'll notice there's a whole bunch of scribs outside here. The world boss here actually does something very interesting, and that he basically has kind of 2 waves that spawn like right before he comes out, and then he kind of comes out and makes his grand appearance. As good as we kill the scribs in the meantime, not too much inventory space to pick up those shitty poisons, unfortunately. That's fine. Realize that we left one alive, and come back over. See, even now we've got another kind of wave that we can clear through, which all has a good old percentage to drop what we need and what we want. get rid of these guys real quick. We can get a Scrib Jelly, so he's going to pop out now, and we are actually going to leave. Because what you'll notice is that our scribs down here have already respawned. So contrast this spot with the other spot that we were just at, and it is a hell of a lot better. Just the respawn rate alone. Now, of course, the overload that's here is hot garbage in comparison, but honestly, you know, that's okay. If you guys want to make goals, I can always make another gold making guide that's more specific to making gold per hour. You know, I would not recommend doing this for gold per hour. Actually, I do this when I'm trying to make recipes, and sometimes I really hate buying ingredients. Which leads me to my kind of final point here, and is that if you guys want to see me make a specific, you know, next kind of alchemy guide, provisioning ingredient guide, just let me know what you struggle to find, what you struggle to get, and I will make a video on where to get it, and then make it into a little bit of a series, so you can always have a quick hot reference for, okay, this is where I go to get this is where I go to get this, and this is where I go to get this. I plan on doing that regardless, so you can always look out for those videos coming up. But if you want your specific ingredient to be further up on the priority list, just give me a shout in the comments or on Discord, and I'll do it there. One final note is that you can do the Darkshade Caverns. Both of those dungeons have a decent amount of scribs in it. Of course, the reason that I don't recommend doing that is that trying to keep for a dungeon sometimes is like waiting for paint to dry. And instead of waiting for paint to dry, there's better things we can do with our time. You can already see so many scribs in here. This is definitely, in my opinion, the best way to do it. But if you have a better method, drop it down in the comments, and I will make a video on it if it needs, or just reference it, change the description, change the pinned highlighted comment, and we'll go from there. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one.